Here's your daily reminder that the Democrat Party and woke corporations think black people and brown people are too stupid or too helpless to have a photo ID to vote. Hello once again, all my fellow patriots and you filthy leftist stalkers out there. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela Box. You're watching Angela's Soapbox, where I always say what you were thinking. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, liking or rumbling this video, commenting on this video, and of course, sharing this video, especially with your filthy leftist friends, because they truly hate my guts. And for me, that's a badge of honor. Okay, I've got like a trio of illegal alien stories that we're just gonna kind of mush into one video because y'all, I'm really excited that the Democrats are leaning into this. Like, I can't even tell you how excited I am. So let's just give it to all the judges and the Democrats who are just standing for the illegals, and these are their people. Let's discuss it all, shall we? Okay, now, the first story I want to talk about, before we get to the hilarity of the judges being arrested, there is something that Republicans and normal people have known for quite some time, which is that Democrats, the only reason Democrats want illegal aliens into this country is because eventually they're going to become voters. Now, illegal aliens can't vote. Well, excuse me. Well, Elon Musk and Doge determined that this is just what they found. That 2.1 million non-citizens have social security numbers. How'd they get those and why'd they get those? They got them so they can go vote. And there's other ways that they make it so they can go vote too, with the motor voters and the Democrats giving driver's licenses to illegals who can then just go and be like, here's my license, can I vote? And obviously this is what is happening. Well, Democrats, I mean, in a way it's like, thank you very much for proving our point and showing us exactly why you want illegal aliens. Over this past week, a corrupt Clinton judge, her name is, what is her name? This nasty old hag. Her name is, Judge Colleen Kohler-Catelli, who was a Clinton appointee. And keep in mind who this lady was. She recently mocked an elderly pro-life lady who was praying outside of an abortion clinic and like threw the book at her and made her go to like big girl prison for 2 years. A 70-year-old woman. And she's like, how, well, I hope your little God will help you now. Like, literally, like, it was that bad. So this is the same judge that did this. So the DNC, who was it? The DNC and a bunch of left-wing groups brought a suit saying that enforcing citizenship proof is unconstitutional. Saying that basically in the SAVE Act that just passed Congress, that if you require proof of citizenship to vote, well, it's, it's disenfranchising. It's like, disenfranchising for who? I ask you. And this brings me to another point. Again, thank you for showing us exactly why you want illegal aliens here. Thank you. And I've said this a million times. If illegal aliens were breaking into the country and voting for Republicans or made noises that they were going to start voting for Republicans, that wall would have been up 25 years ago. So there's that. Thank you for showing us who you are. And then there's this like insane case, these two cases that just happened over the weekend that the left is just losing their minds over, okay? Losing their minds over. But before I get to that, I want to tell you what James Carville said. James Carville, him and George Stephanopoulos were the two brain trusts behind Bill Clinton, and got everyone to call Paula Jones just trailer park trash, that lady. Anyway, believe all women, right? James Carville said that Democrats absolutely should be leaning into this illegal alien stuff. And the story that they want us to lean into, of course, is the Kilmar Abrego Garcia case, the Maryland man who's been wrongfully deported by the Trump administration. And I want to say this for the millionth time. The reason that we need proof of citizenship to vote and the reason we need to cut off all benefits to illegal aliens is because they don't have due process in the United States. And the left keep bringing this lawfare against these common sense solutions, like getting these people out of the country, which is 90-10 issue basically, and they take the 10% every time. How is it if you're an illegal alien, if the first thing you did was break into this country, how do you get any due process when you're told to get the hell out? You don't, okay? You don't. Due process is for citizens of the United States and legal residents of the United States. That's it. Like, there's no due process for you. So the Maryland man that was wrongfully deported, the great father of autistic children, Kilmar Garcia, do never forget, was accused by his wife, who's now trying to get that GoFundMe money of, $300,000 or whatever, an insane amount of money, dumb leftist throw at her. She's like, oh, Kilmar, oh, my baby, please come back. And the leftist is like, here's all of our money. We're so stupid. This guy, she said, beat her. And he was also adjudicated at least twice to be an MS-13 gang member. He's got MS-13 gang tattoos on his hands. He is accused of child trafficking and human trafficking and all the things that you would expect a wrongfully deported man, father of autistic children, to be. So, no, he's not coming back. And Democrats who go over there and who are like, yeah, this is a winning issue for us. Like, we think that we need to be staking our claim on this. The four losers that went over there last week, James Carville saying it, all these, judges that are trying to stop Trump from deporting illegal aliens. It's just wild to me that even Barack Obama was able to deport 3 million illegal aliens, and Trump can't even deport like 100,000 before he has injunction after injunction after injunction. But it's a good news, bad news situation, because like on the one hand, it sucks that we can't get these people out, like toot sweet. But on the other hand, it's good that the Democrats are exposing who they are. Like, I don't know. I mean, obviously, I want them all gone, and so does everyone else, and so does about 60 to 80% of the public, depending on how you ask a question when it comes to deporting illegal aliens. And it doesn't just say these questions. New York Times polls, CNN polls are like, oh man, every time we ask this question, it gets higher. People don't even care if it's just nannies and gardeners at this point, because every single Democrat is standing for the illegals. Normal people are like, you know what? I may have felt sorry for a few of these people that aren't criminals, quote unquote, but they can get the hell out too. They can get on it too. And if they're smart, they'll self-deport so they can come back someday and maybe be a temporary worker or whatever kind of program is set up. But the fact that the Democrats think that this is a winning issue for them is like, I don't know what kind of magic internal polling they've got, but this is not a winning issue for them. But it's a winning issue for us, so I say keep it up. And then let's talk about the third story. This, over the weekend, 2 judges, I think they were district court judges, were arrested. One was this very massive double bagger named Duggan, Judge Duggan out of Wisconsin, of course. Wisconsin's a hotbed of lunacy. She was arrested because during a trial in which this illegal alien was accused of domestic battery and assault, and the victims were sitting in the courtroom, she was like, you know what? I'm gonna facilitate you to exit the back way and to escape, so your victims don't get justice and you can like get away from the authorities that want to capture you and deport you after your trial. So the ICE came in and arrested that lady, and Jamie Raskin is out there going, oh, she's been kidnapped. It's like, no, she hasn't been kidnapped. She broke the law. And if you're a judge and you're supposed to uphold the law, which of course we know leftist judges don't do, they just interpret and make up things as they go along. No, you don't get to do that. You get to sit in jail and have fun trying to defend the indefensible. And then there's this other one that's even crazier. And by the way, Kristi Noem, DHS, and FBI and ICE, Tom Homan, they're like, any judge that purposefully goes against deportation orders that the President of the United States has the lawful ability to do, we're coming after you too, okay? And I hope they start arresting all of them. And of course, leftists are like, oh, they're arresting judges now. Well, the judges broke the law, so that's why they're getting arrested. And then there's this one guy out of New Mexico, I don't know what his name is. Last week, he abruptly resigned. So this is the story about this. This guy in New Mexico, this judge in New Mexico, abruptly resigned last week. And because there was a story that came out that said he was harboring a Tren de Agua gang member. I think more than one, actually. Him and his wife are harboring a notorious gang member in their home, who was arrested initially in Texas and then made his way to New Mexico. And then this judge is like, come on in, like, come stay with us. And then he was like, well, that's not true. That's not why I'm resigning. He made up the whole, I'm stepping back for personal reasons. Well, that wasn't true at all. He actually did harbor this Trenda Agua member in his home. And Pam Bondi came out last week and she's like, for all you dumbasses thinking that we're just targeting judges who are just trying to help people, this little human excrement piece of crap, Trenda Agua person, on his phone has pictures of decapitated heads, presumably heads that he helped to decapitate, on his phone. And the judge is like, yeah, that's the kind of guy I want living in my home with me and my wife and maybe my kids. Like, come on in. Maybe you have some friends that can come too. I mean, it is kind of interesting that for the longest time, conservatives have been like, these liberals, these leftists, you just open their homes to these illegals, these violent felons, and let them live with them. And I guess that's what they're starting to do. They'll all be arrested and they're all going to go to jail and their little friends will be deported. But it is, it's not a winning issue for these people. It is a terrible issue for these people. And I just think it's the height of TDS. They have such massive Trump derangement syndrome that they just knee jerk. Everything Trump is doing, they have to do the opposite. And this is what a petulant 3-year-old toddler would do. This is how they act. They act like toddlers. They act like children. They're not thinking logically, and they're not thinking about what's best for their constituents. They're just knee-jerking against Trump. Okay, cool. Keep it up, because it's great news for MAGA. All right, that's where I'm going to leave this video. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you in the next one. I will be done. Bye.